Well, I think that it's nuanced. Education isn't something we do. In physical therapy, they talk about pain neuroscience education, or they talk about psychologically informed practice, and it's become sort of a misnomer that you do education, or that education is another method. Um, Consistent with the idea that we shouldn't be a slave of methods, education is a goal. It's not a technique. And so this takes us to achieving a place where people feel heard. And we want them to really feel that we're listening with our heart, with our soul, that we have passionate curiosity. We want to acknowledge and validate their lived experience. And so what happens is when we start to explore movement together, that's when we really get an insight into a person's beliefs. After we've heard their story, we have an idea, but until we start exploring movement together, we can't possibly reassure or co-create a plan. So reassurance has some things about it which on the surface make it sound like it's simple, but then it's just a platitude. Um, to really reassure somebody where their behaviors are determined by things that you mentioned, beliefs that I'm bone on bone, I have a herniated disc, I was told to let pain be my guide, etc. Um, it's not about education. Uh, as Lorimer Moseley, one of the real giants in this field, said that the game we're in is the behavior change game. And yes, behavior is based on beliefs, but to influence beliefs and behavior, we have to sit by people's sides. We have to become their sidekick. And then we have to observe their patterns when they're exposed to different basic fundamental movements. And then we see how their fears come forward and what their attitudes are, whether they're a person who is fairly resilient, but thinks that, oh, we should never move wrong. And, oh, one hip is higher than the other. And, oh, my glute isn't firing and my pelvis is twisted. Um, this comes out. It floods into the present. So reassurance and education are things that um, appear as a byproduct of us creating an environment where we can explore things together with the intent to co-create a meaningful plan, to find a safe starting point. And that really is an exciting pivot for me. I was strongly of the belief that education was something you do, but it doesn't work that way.